properly. You can see me properly. The music is okay, not that loud. Can you hear me as well? Should be okay. Maybe I'm gonna put some more volume on. Yeah, so now you can hear me, I guess. Alright, that's cool. I wanna see a 323 to be taken. I want to see this fair value gap to be tapped. It's not yet. Everything's fine. I'm waiting for a price to, like, ideally we want to see lower prices now into this fair value gap, and right now I'm just waiting. I think I'm gonna looking for trades around 10 a.m. Let me see gold. Yeah, gold C3 maybe. I would like to see as well the price coming back to this order fair value gap here. So ideally I want to see continuation inside. Now we had this M5, probably that's gonna be taken, the 35. Let me see. Yes, I want to see this 35 to be taken on gold right now. Here we go. All right, fair value gap tapped. Yeah, exactly. That's why on the lower time frame you can see this is accumulation part. So we want to see lower prices. Hopefully we're gonna see accumulation, manipulation, distribution on a clean way. Now we see this is the highest level, 59. I want to see gold to go and take the 35 in a second. So what happened yesterday, the Mac 7 earnings pushed the price higher. So I don't want to catch the falling knife to long right now. I see a lot of people longing Nasdaq already, which doesn't make any sense at all, right? So what on a daily time frame, if you read the pre-market analysis, I'm trying to show already what happened. There is a huge wick on the daily time frame, so I think we're gonna have price action like this on the lower time frame. Maybe we're gonna go a bit lower, but because this huge wick doesn't support expansion lower, I'm now really looking for big moves. I want to see a pure continuation lower. Probably this is gonna be a C2 tomorrow, So we're gonna have a open high, low close tomorrow, something like this, and I wanna short from this area. Today, probably the price gonna make the C2 sweep, right? I don't think so. The price coming lower than the open of the candle, so I think that's the range where we can catch something. The pre-daily, so the previous day bearish daily POI already disrespected, and yeah, nothing ideal. On a 1 hour time frame we see this huge manipulation. This is not real, this down move, and then we had no entry. On a 4 hour time frame probably we're gonna have a C2, so I'm looking for a 15 minutes and then target pre-daily low max, and then I want to see a closing back to the range. So I want to see the closing price somewhere here. So if I have a C2 on both time frames on the H4, then I'm gonna looking for shorts back to the range if I have a M15 changing state of delivery. Is the music okay? Isn't that loud, guys? So right now I'm going back to 1 hour. All right, thank you. My voice is a bit weaker because I'm sick, but I'm gonna be okay. Volume area high should hold the price here. I want to see a retrace back to this London zone, and then going lower to take out this London low, then going back to the range, and the rest of the day should be just a consolidation, I think. But we will see. We will see. Crude oil, it's bearish. The daily anticipation, the 4 hour actually had a beautiful bearish C2, C3, and this is a bearish C4. Obvious, I'm not shorting inside the bearish C4 because it reached this March 9 range and the fair value gap as well. And then if I have this level, which is important, I mentioned in my pre-market analysis, I anticipate the new phase of the price action, which can be a consolidation, manipulation, distribution, or retrace, or a V-shaped reaction. So probably we have a retrace. So ideally on the 4 hour time frame we had a bearish changing state of delivery, so it's not easy to long back to the range. If we have this C2 here, then we can try, but it's a B setup, so just risk accordingly, because the daily anticipation is bullish. We want to see a retrace into this imbalance that supported the previous high, so I want to see higher prices, but we will see. I need a C2 and then I can long against the bearish time frame, our trend, sorry, but not my cup of tea right now. The gold probably can range bound as well here, because we reach this area, so we can range, but I would like to see a retrace and going higher. And Nasdaq is doing what we mentioned, so let's just wait. Let me close the window, it's a bit chilly, just give me a second, guys. Alright, I'm back. What's your plan, guys? What you looking for on the market? Let me see the influencers. They're already longing and shorting. Okay, that's of course. Why not? I have a chat window on the right side right now. Oh, let me see Trader Tom. Trader Tom is longing. How come? Yeah, longing. I have no idea what is. Where is the instrument? Wall Street 30. Alright. If the price wants to continue this bearish move, so what happened? We have this C3, so this is actually a C3. We want looking for C4 short, so I will looking for manipulation back to the 1 hour point of interest and looking for lower prices. This is my 1 hour point of interest. Depends on where it's gonna close. Because that's a pure swing formation. Even we don't have a C2, we had the C2 actually close higher, but the C3 engulfed the C2. So I want to see the C4 retrace back to this 50% of the engulfing candle, or the 25% from the lower part. And I'm looking for lower prices to take this failure swing and this swing as well. So I'm looking for continuation lower, okay? And this is a B setup because the indices are not in sync, and I don't wanna lose money because that is not in sync, okay? I'm waiting for the buys. Good morning, Jules. I think it's a bit early to long. I see Trader Tom is longing already. I see Kane and Leo as well trying to long. Let me see the top step, guys. The idea, the sentiment is really bullish. That's why I think people are longing already, because they think they're gonna buy the dip instantly back. I'm not really that positive, because we have a new Fed chairman, and I think we're gonna see a deeper retrace. Yeah. No, I just draw manually every time. So in Hungary. So next week I'm gonna move to Spain. But this here still I have a different time zone. So 2 o'clock I always do my pre-market analysis, and at the same time I'm actually charting as well. I want to see what the price made or did during the London session, AM session, and that's why I trying to keep it clean. I already see that the differences between the indices as well. You see this low here, you see, Jules, we had this low almost taken out the pre-daily low, and Nasdaq had difficulties even just sweep the 6 p.m. open. So the Asian session range is here. I like to see the ranges. So that was my Asian session range. What happened? London retraced back to the Asian session into this imbalance, and we want to see what we want to see continuation lower. So Asian set the tone, London retrace, and I want to see lower prices. I want to see pre-daily low from this bearish imbalance. Would be much better if I have a C2 closure here, but I'm happy with this C3 closure as well, because this bearish engulfing actually engulfed this candle. I want to see retrace and going back around this area. But today's price action already has a big wick, so I anticipate just only a kinda small range move. I would like to see the price take these levels and close back to the range. I want to see a huge up the upper wick and the smaller lower wick, and tomorrow maybe I can short deeper as a Friday and profit realization day. Maybe we're gonna have a TGIF, I'm not sure. On the 5 minutes, price is setting out a new base here. If I go on the 5 minutes time frame, you see we're setting a new base here. So I want to see accumulation, manipulation, distribution around this area, 400-ish, somewhere here, 400 to 430-ish. and then I was looking for shorts, but I need confirmation for that. So I draw everything just manually. I have these ICT higher time frame candles I like to use to see the higher time frame, and funny to see that actually the 4-hour time frame, if you see here guys, the 4-hour time frame, let me have another candle here, it's like a barcoding, and we had a C2 here, but when we have a C2 and before the 10 o'clock we already take out these equal highs here on the 4-hour candle. So I think it's much more like a consolidation day what we're gonna have. Take out the sell side, take out the side buy side, and then take out the sell side again and close back to the range. And it's because of the week we had already, and I would like to see tomorrow C3 day. Right now we inside this huge range. This is the range, and everything that happens inside can be actually a consolidation, and the price action basically bullish, but the price couldn't close higher than this area. And good morning, Alan. Good morning. So I want to see a couple of things before I interact the market or engage to any direction. Let me see gold. Yeah, gold reached our levels I mentioned here. So I'm not happy because I wanted to short gold into this fair value gap. Maybe we're gonna go lower, which I don't really like the idea, but it can be a retrace back to this order block and then going higher. So we can anticipate higher move from here, or this imbalance, or this imbalance. We will see where we're gonna see a reaction. I don't like the idea the price swept this London high April 28 and now it's reversing, and I would be way happier if we see just a C2 here as we have already, but I didn't want to see it to close, you know, come into this range already, because external to internal to external to internal. So maybe we're gonna have something like this. If I have a continuation entry from the 1 hour point of interest, I will short into these fair value gaps, because this is the whole move up that was actually London, and then I would like to see at least point of this range high, this range low. That's a 50%. And if I use OT area, this is the area where the price could retrace, which makes sense because it's a daily point of interest inside this bullish order block, and there is actually a 1 hour fair value gap inside the bullish order block nested inside the daily POI. So maybe we're gonna have something like that. Crude oil, I would like to see higher prices probably from here, because we have this bullish anticipation, and this is a 4-hour time frame. So I'm gonna wait for it, how the 4-hour time candle is gonna close, and then I act accordingly. Not happy to see this huge 50 minutes, like almost $4-ish move. The Nasdaq just still going lower. I don't want to see Nasdaq to take this low. Probably it won't. Probably we're gonna have continuation lower, and this is my, let me just mark so I can see the range. You can see the overnight all-time high and the all-time high, the previous all-time high just actually pushed the price lower, right? Probably this fair value gap can be a good inverse fair value gap to short lower, guys. Yeah, I don't want to see the price to take out the 158. level, which is the London low, and this level is actually a overnight low as well, the lowest point of the session. I don't want to see that price. Let me grab a couple photos, guys. Give me a second, my voice. Alright, I'm back, guys. What's your plan for today? What are you looking for in the market, or what's your plan, Alan? What you looking for in the market? Alright, I see the price is going crazy. Gonna hit probably my London low, which I'm not a big fan of it. The stupidest thing can be if you try to short at the bottom. What we wanna see is a retrace. One more minute. Right, I'm going to go on a 5 minutes time frame right now. Here we go. It's a 1 hour invest fair value gap now. Here as well. Three more seconds, guys, okay? Okay, price opened here, price opened there. so close to London low, so probably we're gonna have a 5 minute changing state of delivery inside here. See this on the 5 minutes. Okay, and this is my M5. Probably we're gonna take out the London low now from this 1 minute 5 minute fair value gap. So maybe I'm gonna short to that low if I have a clean entry. I want to see a closure below 44 after this up close 5 minute candle. I don't want to see higher price now. It's too close for the London low. Of course, higher price would be ideal, but I don't think so. The price gonna give us a clean entry because the price is rushing into the low, and definitely won't leave the low there. Which I'm speaking now? Do we have any information or something? No, we don't have anything. Let me check financial juice, guys. Yeah, nothing. Let me see gold. Yeah. Ideally, okay, let me see crude oil 4-hour time frame. Yeah, now C2C, and then we tap into, we rejected this area now, but I'm gonna annotate anyway. Let me see on the 1-hour time frame. We had a bullish closure from this, so ideally we wanna see continuation higher on crude oil. So this is the area where we wanna see higher prices to form. 5 minutes. Yes, it's 10 o'clock. It's a 9 o'clock. It's 8 o'clock is here. I see the Nasdaq still inside the range and the last OB. Okay, this one is here. We had this bullish closure, and we had this weak closure, not ideal. So I want to see closure above this blue line, and then going higher to target this equal highs into this 1-hour fair value gap. This one is retested already. I want to see this one tested now. Hopefully we're gonna have a 2-hour. That's ideal. The Asian low, London low is around this area. If we have rejection, I want to see from here. Good morning, Inzactis. Good morning. Okay. Let me annotate the chart. We had this 1-hour C2 here. C1, C2, C3. This is a 5 minutes, 5 minute fair value gap as well. Nasdaq has difficulties to go higher than the OB and the 5 minutes fair value gap. So I want to see a closure above this level and target 2R, and probably this is a point of interest. 1.5 is around here. And 2R is somewhere here, yeah. And this is the area where I want to see competition. No closure, okay. Yeah, if I have a closure, then ideally. Okay, Nasdaq closed to the gap, the fair value gap, or a bit higher. So you're gonna see rejection from this area. We're gonna see a new OB and then going lower. This is an area where I wanna see continuation lower inside this next 1 hour candle. If we're gonna disrespect this, then I'm not looking for shorts anymore. We're gonna see a clean 2R. No closure on crude oil yet. Yeah, something like this. If we have not in the trade. That's perfect, Nicole. I'm looking for more entries now. We had this 1 hour fair value gap here. I don't think so the price gonna respect this, because it's literally nothing, but we will see. The price just reached that level here. All right, let me see indices. Should go lower, but 60 points is 120 with one micro contract. If gold wants to go lower, let me just annotate the chart just in case. I want to see this area to give us a continuation lower, at least a 5-minute changing state of delivery. I don't want to see the price closing higher than this candle, but because the pre-daily high is here, the chances are low the price wanna go lower than this, because it can be accumulation, manipulation, distribution to target higher prices, right? Or we will see. We don't want to try to, we don't want to figure out what the market wants to do. We just go if there is an entry as a supported confirmed entry, right? Okay, 7 o'clock is here. Perfect. Nasdaq seems like wants to give us an entry, and it seems like this one wants to give us an entry as well. We have 1.22. That's not good. Maybe the gold is better. I don't know. We will see. No entry on mesh. "38 seconds. I don't want to see a closure back. Looking at gold right now, so I don't see a 1 hour C2 on Nasdaq. Yeah, because this is a continuation to inside the previous 1 hour bearish candle. So if you understand the whole fractal model, you're trying to find the entry inside the next candle. So this is a bearish candle here, right? We want to see continuation lower from that was a bearish candle 9 to 10 from here to here, and we want to see what perfect. We want to see continuation lower We want to see continuation lower. We want to see retrace and going lower to continue the bearish move. Good luck, Nicole. So we want to see now the price to take out on ES, the equal lows, which is 71.58, and we want to see price to take out on Nasdaq 27.185. Okay. We want to see a 2R here. Seems like SP 500 is stronger. Now we put the break even for Unicorn, so you can see that's your break even level. And this is your 2R. These are the levels. Your final TP, your break even TP. Yeah, I want to see London low, but probably I had no entry because it has no retest. I'm waiting for the retest, so probably it's gonna hit my London low before I will be in the trade. So we want to see rejection right now. We don't want to see the 50% to reached. There is a 5 minutes inverse fair value gap here, guys. So we want to see a strong rejection right now from this level. I don't want to see the price to leave the London low and reverse. A lot of people longing at the bottom. I see most of the influencers. Your stop is that's okay. Okay, so that case, that is your stop, yeah. Trying to see the countdown, the candle countdown, but here I found it. Now I see the countdown. Okay, now I want to see rejection from this area, and that's 50% as well here. I want to see a rejection on both indices. Let's go, Nasdaq die. Alright, we got rejection, that's not bad. I want to see a quick move now to the downside. I see Kane is longing Nasdaq. on a 1 minute time frame. No, 30-second time frame, my bad. With 1 minute. Let's go. Take all this low resistance liquidity to lower. I don't like the idea that SP500 wants to go higher, so probably the Nasdaq is the weaker asset between these two items. I want to see a closure now below London low. Beautiful, London low was taken. I want to see lower prices. Kane's still inside the long, but probably he's gonna be taken out. Yeah, he's taken out. He had 2 minutes to long on the 30-second chart. Alright, let's go break even soon. Let's go die Nasdaq. We don't want to see you coming back. Let me see gold. Yeah, gold is nothing. Crude oil, that's not bad. Maybe a good long opportunity is coming on crude oil. But we need a closure above that level. This is the lowest. I want to see closure below London low. So because of this London low is too close, I put my stopping break even. So I'm already like risk free, because we had this candle, and ideally I don't want to see price coming back higher than the 50% of this candle, like this, right? And that's where is my entry, a bit higher. And why I don't want, because there is my, yeah, so here we go, because price took out this and my break even is here, and this is a significant low. So I don't want to see price coming back higher than the 50% of this week if the price wants to go lower. So my break even is here at 240, and I only did this because the London low was taken, which is a significant low, and we can anticipate consolidation or retrace or V-shaped reaction. And my break even is below, didn't touch, so I literally 4 points less than my break even level. Was 63, 53, 11. I don't want to see price going higher. I want to see a strong, like a vacuum. I wanted to see like a aggressive big candle to take out and then reverse, something like this. So if the price gonna come back higher than the 50% of this range, it's gonna take this level, and if it takes this level, it's gonna take this low resistance liquidity to failure swings, and that doesn't make any sense. All right, Nico. Yeah, Jules. So that's a logic behind why I changed my stop loss, why I put a bit less than break even. So we will see what the price wants to go. I want to see lower prices. Okay, now price close below this level, so ideally we don't want to see that price to come back that level, right? the 50%, we want to see a strong rejection. Yeah, that's why I put my stop loss in break even, because the price rejected the London low and I need a closure. I wanted to see aggressive move, and now I see somehow SP 500 wants to go higher. I don't like the idea. If you can see, we took a London low, but this is not even in the 50% of the daily point of interest, so probably the price gonna turn around and go higher now. So I was like, this was a B setup, and I saved my my commission. Okay, yeah, I'm still in the trade because my stop loss wasn't hit. Let me put my stop loss number there. This is my stop loss. This 24,240-ish. If the price wants to go lower, should happen here. And I think Nasdaq is the weaker one and trying to go lower, and SP 500 is a stronger one, wants to go higher. And because of this, Nasdaq already took the all-time high and the pre-daily high, and SP 500 didn't. So that's why I mentioned in my pre-market analysis the two indices or two assets are not in sync. So today is not the best. Let me see crude oil. No closure above the crude oil, so still no long. I want a long back to this fair value gap or these equal highs here, this area. We will see. Gold is ranging around the, again, this is like a really textbook. You see these levels. So if the gold wants to go higher, should close above this level. If it wants to go lower, should close below this level. Something like this. Again, short-term high turn to be short-term lows, and now short-term lows turns to be short-term high if the price wants to go lower. If it wants to go higher, then this is going to be disrespected, this area, close higher, retest, and going higher. Let me see, Nasdaq hit my stop loss, so I'm out at break even, a bit more than break even because the commission. So that's okay. Let me put here, I was in the trade break even. Okay, so now I'm not looking for quick jump in and out of the trade. I'm waiting for now and want to see what the price wants to do. And let me clean this here. I'm still want to see lower prices, but price wanted to do what it wants to do. Yeah, crude oil is not ideal right now, sadly. Let me annotate the chart that I had a break even. Just give me a second, guys. I'm gonna write down as well today in the Discord why I entered the short, but I'm gonna explain a bit. That is my calendar here. Alright, today is Thursday, and through this week I had a 1-2 hour win and 1 break even trade, but I didn't trade Monday, right? Because I wasn't home at all. And Tuesday as well. So yesterday I had a 2-hour trade I posted in the group, and today I had a break even. Let me just type in here. Okay, that was 30 and that was 29. Let me see if I have a trade. Gold is nothing, crude oil is nothing. Let me see the chat, guys. It's okay, Nicole, you cut your loss in time, so you don't want to sit in the trade and, you know, boosting your ego or anchor your idea, okay, it has to go low, it has to go higher. You saw that this the point where it was this respected based on, I guess, Nasdaq, right? Because Nasdaq took out the London low, which is a significant low. We want to see higher prices or classic new phase of the price action, which can be a consolidation, V-shaped reaction, or retrace. So the 0.5 hour loss is better than loss 1 hour, because you crazy, you know, anchor to the bias. You married the bias, you married the trade. You don't want to marry, you want to make money, and that's different thing. You see, now it swept your high, so you would lose like 1 hour. Instead of 1 hour, 0.5 hour is better. But I can still see that Nasdaq is a weaker one. I think the YM is the only one cooking today. Alan, why do you think the YM is good? Please try to explain so I can understand. I don't have to do the whole analysis. Like, what's the daily anticipation? What's the 1 hour medium time frame trend? Did you have any C2 bullish or bearish closure or something like that? Yeah, Nicole. Yeah, you're good. You're good. So let me explain. Exactly, if you are here, I'm gonna explain why I entered short. Okay, so why I entered the short? I entered the short because if you see the higher time frame, we had this 1 hour candle which was a classic C2 but had no sweep. So we wait for the next candle, and because the higher time frame reached a level, we wanted to see what we wanted to see how the next candle is gonna actually act. And what we saw that this 9 o'clock candle was a huge bearish engulfing candle that engulfed the previous C2 candle. Okay, so it's engulfed. In that case, we have a C3 entry model, which is different than a C2, because the C2 entry model needs to have a C3 and 5 changing state of delivery. So inside the C3, we saw a huge expansion, and we saw how the price reacted this 1 hour fair value gap, then closed below. Okay, then we measure the whole move, the C3 move, and after the C3 move, when we measured, we don't want to see higher prices than a 1 hour point of interest, right? So we went on the 5 minutes time frame because we anticipate what? The London low was the obvious door. So we wanted to see lower prices. We wanted to see the price open going higher into this 1 hour point of interest, and then we always need a 5 minutes PDA. That can be a sweep of the previous order block or the 5 minutes fair value gap. This case, we had a 5 minutes fair value gap nested inside the point of interest. So I was looking for continuation lower, and I needed a I needed the M5 changing state of delivery from this point of interest. Okay, what we have the ICISD, which is not ideal, but it's good, and then we had another one. So we can already see the price is slowing down. You don't see this huge expansion candle, so you can anticipate like 3 different things. You can think because of 3 different things that the entry is already a B setup, so you have to risk accordingly. Okay, so what I did, I went half risk, like a B setup risk, half risk of my A setup. So I waited for the closure and the retest of the closure. Price didn't take out the London low, but when I entered, the price went lower and the London low rejected the price. We took out the London low. My break even was 10 points, $10 lower, so I decided to put what in break even. Why? Because if the price wants to go lower, shouldn't reject this London low. So I wanted to see what? I wanted to see this close below the London low to reach my level. It didn't happen. So what I can do, shall I stay in the trade and marry my trade, and I say like, okay, I don't care 2 hour or minus 1 hour. It doesn't make any sense to let the price to take my high, because the price already closed below this bullish candle, so we had like a double OB here, which should act as a resistance, right? I didn't want to see the price to retest the 50% of this order block, so I was like, okay, my entry was here, and I was like, I'm gonna put a bit less than that because the commission. So I actually put my stop loss. I opened the trade with, if you make the calculation, you see my stop loss distance was 60 points, which is 120 points with 1 micro. I opened with 4 micros, and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna put here and the 40 because that's like the 50% of this OB. I don't want to see the price coming back to retest the 50% of the OB when we actually close below this OB. So I was like, I don't want to take any risk, and I wanted to save enough money to actually have enough commission to cover the fees to cover the commission, sorry. And you see, that was a good decision because now the price is reversing. If the price wants to go lower, shouldn't consolidate here. Probably it's gonna have accumulation, manipulation, and distribution, but I don't want to sit in the trade because my stop loss was here. And if this is a consolidation around the London low, probably if it wants to go lower, should take out the high first. So it's gonna take out my stop loss, and doesn't make any sense lose because I actually anchored the bias, and I wanna win. This is the final TP, the pre-daily low. Didn't happen, it's okay. So that was why I entered the trade, guys. Do you have any question? Thank you, Nicole. Crude oil is nothing, God is nothing. Thank you, Alan. Thank you, Jules. So right now I hope we're gonna have continuation lower on gold, because here the price should go higher, not consolidating where in this area. So probably we're gonna have a short-term high here, and that's gonna be nice because when we have the support, resistance, that was a resistance thought to be support, and the support turned to be resistance. So ideally the area of this down move, this is the range. We can see probably that's around the 50% of the range, not that exactly, but that was my previous order block. And you see what happened here, that was the previous real order block, because I don't want to count this as an order block because it's nothing, but on a lower time frame you can. And then if you have the standard deviation, you can see the price actually consolidation area right now, which is a -2. And then the price retrace back to this, but I still want to see a bit higher. I want to see a sweep into this fair value gap before it goes lower, because that was the last imbalance between this 0 and -1. And if the price wants to consolidate, what we want to see, consolidation, manipulation, and going lower to target this -4. Probably this is a market maker sell model, but I want to see how the price is reacting, because this whole down move can be just a retrace, right? But as you can see, we have a huge rejection from this area, so it's kind of nice. I would look for short, but this is $151 risk, which is okay. But do I have a 2R? Probably not, you see. So I should find a second OB, so I'm gonna wait for the next 1 hour candle to find a smaller stop loss, because now this is too big and then I won't have 2R. And then of course, because we have this move here and there, we can use this as a OB. So, but again, that's like a $60, that's not bad, but we had a huge expansion through this move. Ideally we won't see retrace, because the price from 33 to 25, so it's like a 10-point expansion. If the price wants to close, you want to see something like retrace and going lower, but it's a lower probability one, I guess. Let me see, is even the, I don't like this this OB here. This is not that strong. This is just a indecisive candle. I'm not really big fan. If I enter here, it's still like 90 points. Do I have 2R? Yeah, I have. So probably that can be a good short opportunity to going lower. And let's say if you enter here, you put your stop loss here, and you want to see what? You want to see lower prices to 2R here. But what I really don't like is the Nasdaq now, and the price action is bearish. That was the 1 hour changing state of delivery, and this one I don't want to see on a 1 hour time frame. This one I don't want to see on a 1 hour time frame. So we want to see how the price is reacting here. It's a volley short opportunity already, and yeah, you can go and short on the 5 minutes and put your stop loss above this 39, but I would wait for actually a better position. I want to have a smaller stop loss. 90 is too much. I want to see around like maybe 5ish. Exactly. That's why. So you see this fair value gap here, but sometimes we have 3 different type of consolidation. So we have a classic consolidation, which is a time distortion, right? Accumulation, manipulation, distribution, which could appear here like this. Didn't happen. This is the easiest, and there is another consolidation type when we going lower to take out the sell side, take out the buy side, and then going lower and retest the previous sell side and then going lower. This is like a crazy one. And we have another one when we have a consolidation, breakout, retest. So these 3 we have. Usually I like to see the manipulation out of the opposite direction, then I wanna short. So right now it could be a good short from this level, because we have this range here and we went out of the range. We didn't want to take the liquidity in the 5 minutes fair value gap, but it's still like a valid consolidation breakout, because from this move, from this high, from this low, sorry, this low is the range, and that was the range high, and we swept the range high, and we have a range low. So when I have this price action, I usually wait for the second OB. So let's say the price gonna confirm as this was the sweep. What we wanna see a closure, a retrace, a new OB, and when you have the new OB, I can enter here, put my stop loss here, and target the original target, which is gonna be easy, not easy, that it's gonna be a simple 2R, and I was looking for that instead of to enter here, put my stop loss here, and we're still inside the range. So I'm still waiting for, oh no, I want to delete this. And as well, I don't like the whole candle was a consolidation. When I have more than 4 candles not showing direction, that's for me is more like a consolidation. Now we had this weak closure, right? I don't like this weak closure, but probably the candle is gonna expand, because when we have this, Nico, you remember when we have this inside the C3, usually we don't have a proper entry, because the price is so aggressively expand higher without a retrace, that we can only enter the end of the C3, which is not ideal, because we can have a consolidation, we can have a manipulation of the C4. So that's why it's not ideal to enter this trade. But this is like a area where we can have a retrace. Probably we're gonna see something like this, and the ICI is between the C3 and the C4. So ideally we can enter here, put the stop loss here, and target this 50% of this 5-minute order block, which is again another consolidation. Yeah, I hate this when we waiting for and then nothing that happened. You see how price is really slow right now. Yeah, probably 11 o'clock will be nice. Let me grab my another cup of coffee, guys, and I'm coming back. I'm gonna leave you guys here to listen to my favorite music. All right, I'm back. You see, rejection from the London gold. You see again ranging crude oil. All right, now I'm gonna wait for this bearish candle. If the price gonna close above, then ideally looking for longs. Probably we're gonna see price to coming back to this fair value gap, because that was a consolidation as well. But let me see the news, because this you know, crude oil is like really yeah. Yeah, crude oil is not the best to trade. So if I trade crude oil, I'm gonna just go with a really small risk. ES is resisting breaking below 10 a.m. open for entry to drop. Let me see. Let me open, delete these. So 10 o'clock opened here, and now we close higher. Let me just annotate. Probably that was a manipulation of the 10 o'clock candle. So even like a C2, this is not like a fractal, but can be a valid long opportunity. There was a down close candle, and there was, so it's bullish. Yeah, and it's here. We need a closure on Nasdaq here to long, and then probably back to this premium of the range. Yeah, I see the June rate increase is very likely. Yes, okay. Okay, yeah, probably a classic break a block long opportunity until 540-ish, this area. But ideally we don't want, we can have just target this 2R inside this area. Trump hosts a farewell ceremony. Oh my god. It's live now. I hope he's not talking today. Let me see. Yeah, he's not talking now. Who's gonna long? That can be a C2 to higher. And that was a C2 here. Then 5 confirmation of the C2. All right, yeah. So then I'm just looking for crude oil, but the only problem with the crude oil is, again, like it's bearish. So the 1 hour time frame. But yeah, I want to see this area, but at the same time, if the crude oil is not able to close above this fair value gap, inside this inverse fair value gap, then there's gonna be another rejection and another C2. So maybe I'm looking for a short from this C2, from this short-term lows here, because the price is bearish in overall, right? 4 hour time frame is bearish, 1 hour time frame is bearish. So this is just a retrace back to this down close candles. Let me see, I think that's around the OT area, this high to this low. Yeah, so ideally we want to see lower prices from this area, and we have this inverse fair value gap here, and that would be ideal to short into these failure swings, but we have this high resistance liquidity run, so I'm not sure Yeah, I was looking for longs inside the C3, but it's too high already, so not ideal. Nasdaq, not my cup of tea. Gold is just a garbage consolidation, you see guys, that's why I'm not jumping. For this invest fair value gap, I don't care anymore because it was disrespected 2 times. So let me see how many of you are actually watching the stream right now, how many likes I have. Guys, have you liked the video? Have you liked the channel? Don't forget to subscribe if you're new to the channel, and like the video please. That's gonna help the algorithm to grow the channel. I got only 2 likes guys, please if you have a chance just press the like, thank you. Yeah, probably C2 is forming on crude oil and I would like to see a lower prices, so I'm gonna start to annotate my chart. Thank you guys, thank you. This is not bad to short from this fair value gap to this leg. That was my down move, that was a scalp into the premium, and now I want to see continuation lower somewhere here, this high 101, $4 more. Yeah, Nasdaq is flying. Let me see the influencers. Kane is looking for trades on the 30-second chart. That's too aggressive and too noisy for me, so I'm never touch 30-second chart. Let me see Ninja Trader guys. They use a volume profile. They have no trades yet. Let me see that scalper. He's just scalping. Top step guys, no trade. My funded futures TV Staffen, he has never shown his trades, but probably he's scalping. Prop firm match, just talking. Day trading with Matt, talking about against something, no trade. K Capital has no trade. Clay Trader, I think he has a trade, let me see. No, he wants to short 5 micros from 355. Probably that's a VWAP short, but it's not my cup of tea. There is a low volume node as well, so I think he uses as a confirmation. Big Daddy, he has no trade, just talking. Day trading live with Patrick Wieland, no trade, no trade. And most of the people are sitting outside, not trading. Yeah. Yeah. All right. Probably we're gonna have a C3 to the downside on crude oil to target this low, so I'm gonna have a 2 hour only. funny to see. Gold is ranging, Nasdaq is flying, SP 500 is flying, went back to the range. Yeah, ideally we wanted to see short on Nasdaq, SP 500, but didn't happen. It's okay. Probably Nasdaq is gonna take a 371 because there is a fair value gap on the 5 minutes time frame, and we have two failure swings, 56 and 72. So we're gonna see aggressive up move. All right, let me annotate the 5 minute chart as well and delete everything else I don't need. I don't need this. I don't want to see this on a 5 minute chart. Not even there, and not even on the 4 hour time frame. Okay, I don't need this, I don't need this, I don't need this, I don't need this, I don't need this. Okay, so this is a clean move. Yeah, we need a closure below this level until no short on crude oil. So ideally we want to see something like this and enter here. God, no. Yeah. I'm just gonna leave this one here because for the annotation. Right, probably the price is gonna make a C2 on Nasdaq, so maybe we're gonna have a long opportunity to higher prices. Yeah, but I want to see closure below this level until I don't want to touch, because that was a order block that should actually turn to be a breaker block before we want to see lower prices. Is there any news? No, let me check. No. So why the Nasdaq was tanking? Because of the Meta that lost 10%, $169 billion, I guess, or something like that. Huge mess. No, nothing. No, or no, like any kind of news related to oil. I don't know, like for me I have Trump sees of King Charles and I see the live right now. Let me try to share with you guys here. So that's how where Trump is gonna speak. Yeah, Nasdaq just took the level I mentioned. I think in this is gonna take the equal high. So let's say SP 500 was a stronger asset, so I guess it's gonna go and take out this 72.11ish equal highs. That's gonna be actually around 485ish on Nasdaq. But you know, it's because the Meta, let me see the Meta tanked like crazy. You see guys, this huge gap. So probably Meta is gonna fill this gap. Like 672 to 600, fuck, not even 600. 601, yeah. That's like, that's crazy. 64 points. So almost like 10% gap. How Nvidia looks like. Nvidia make the 5-minute change in state of delivery. So we wanna see a retest of this, hold and make a new OB, and then we're gonna target higher prices. Let's go crude or die. And this is what I don't really like. We don't have a C2. So ideally I want short because we close above. So this is not a C2, guys. So no. Probably it's gonna take out this 106-ish level. Gold still ranging. Alright, I'm gonna wait for 11:30 to see if we have anything. Let me see the chat. Yeah, I mean, this is a bullish, this is a V-shaped reaction from here. So again, too long inside the bearish fair value gap, it's stupid. But we had no wick at the low, you see. So now we had a new 1 hour candle. We wanna see the price to respect the 50% of this area. We're gonna see continuation higher if the price wants to go higher from this fair point of interest. So ideally we should see something like this, and then we can target these equal highs. Okay, it seems like King Charles just arrived. Trump is standing outside with Melanie. Alright, you see, this C2 was disrespected already. So, no trade on crude. Probably we're gonna see this level now, which makes sense because the 1 hour and the 4 hour changing state of delivery happened there. So probably we're gonna see stronger rejection from this level. Boom, boom. Alright, I don't care about this anymore. No fair value gap. So, no, that doesn't make any sense to go higher now into this level. Oh, there is a, yeah. But the last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 candles are up close candles. So to short, I would need a changing state of delivery. So ideally, we want to see something like this around this level and going lower, but nothing yet. We had the C2 from the London low, which is a significant low that can act as a point where the price can turn around and going higher. Trump is not talking. There is a defense Pete Hedgeheads in general. Dan Kane testified before Senate. The CNBC television has a live as well. Maybe that's gonna trigger the price now. You see? No C2. The price disrespected already. Here we had a C2. So we would like to see higher prices on gold, but there is no No entry yet. We see the price rejected the pre-daily high, so pre-daily high acted as a support now. So we had a 1 hour fair value gap, a bullish C2, the price action is bearish, the daily time frame was bearish but disrespected already, so ideally I don't want to trade lower prices when we already disrespected the point of interest on the daily time frame. So I would be more than happy to looking for longs back to the daily fair value gap, but that happened. We reached more than 50% of the daily fair value gap, and actually we rejected that area. So again, hopefully the price wants to close the daily fair value gap, but that is not ideal. We wanted to see this bearish C2 from the daily because the 1 hour is bearish. The daily anticipation was bullish, but we had a daily fair value gap where we had the 1 hour C2 after the changing state of delivery. So what happened? Price went to this daily fair value gap. We had this London high from April 28, right guys? So the price actually made this kind of equal highs, but if you see, that was a high and that was a higher high here. So actually that's a sweep. Not just that's a sweep, we had a C2. We had a C2 here, so we anticipate a C3 continuation. We had this expansion, but this candle only expanded back to this fair value gap and make a C2. We have no imbalance here, so price shouldn't come higher if it wants to go lower. Should happen from here. But the problem is that I wanted to see open high low close, not open low high close, because that's a bullish strong retracement from the 1 hour fair value gap from the pre-daily high. So if I follow the analogy, then maybe that was just a retrace. Why? Because the 4 hour time frame here as well, you see, tap into this fair value gap, but we had this 4 hour fair value C2 closure. So what we can do, we can looking for confirmation on the 50 minutes time frame, because we had this C2 on the 4 hour. So what I want to see, this is a C2 right here. Let me annotate. That's a H4 C2. Okay, I want to see this only for my 50 minutes time frame and 4 hour time frame. So this was a C2 from the 4 hour fair value gap here. So another confirmation that price wants to go higher. I don't want to see these here. So this is a H4 F fair value gap. So what we want to see, we want to see the 50% of this whole here. Let me put the CE here, and this is my point of interest for the 4 hours. So this is a H4 point of interest. So if the price is going to disrespect this 4 hour point of interest on the M15 time frame to make a new 15 minutes changing state of delivery, then I will looking for longs. But if we have a M15 changing state of delivery inside for this H4 point of interest, then I will looking for lower prices to target back to this bullish order block, which is around like a $300 move with 1 micro. So that's not bad. We had a huge gap here. I want to see the price to feel it or going higher. But right now, let me see on the 15 minutes time frame. I go on the 15 minutes time frame. I don't want to see this on the 15 minutes time frame because that's based on 5 minutes. What we have, I don't need this range here as well on the 15 minutes. I only need the 15 minutes things. Okay, this is not 15 minutes, this is a 5 minutes. No, this is a 15 minutes. We have this 10 o'clock here. This is a point of interest where we want to see the price retrace and make a new 15 minutes changing state of delivery until 2 o'clock. 6 o'clock to 10 o'clock and 2 o'clock to 6 o'clock, right here. So this is what we see. This is the 15 minutes. So this was the up move from here to here. So ideally this should be a 15 minute standard deviation from this level, and we see the levels that can be ideal to short lower to this Asian high. That's a -2, and there is a bullish order block as well. I would like to see lower prices on gold. This should be a market maker sell model, but for that what I need, the price opened, went higher, tried to close lower, it couldn't. So what we have this consolidation on the 50 minutes as well. This is a range high, this is a range low. So I'm gonna annotate again, range high. This is here we go. This is a range high, and this is a range low. So to be able to short, I want to see manipulation out into this 15 minutes fair value gap. Here, I don't need to see this M15 fair value gap. So I want to see a manipulation into close below. But the most important, I want to see a closure below this level. If I have a closure below that level, I can short, put my stop loss around here and target 2R. But again, that's $163, so probably I'm gonna go and try to find a 1 minute entry to have a lower stop loss. Let me see the chart. Yeah, so on what are you talking about, Nico? Are you talking about long or short? I don't know. So that was the CE from that level to this level. We should have 5 minute change in state of delivery from this point of interest if the price wants to go higher. I don't need this one anymore. Here, and then we can target these equal highs. That can be a valid long opportunity. And the same on Nasdaq as well. But we have this huge rejection long. Yeah, I don't want to go on 3 minutes now to see more noise. I want to see the gold. It looks better. So this 1 hour looks like gonna make a new C2 here, but 46 minutes no entry. On the 5 minutes time frame we had. So if you trade C2, then you can target lower prices until here. Probably we're gonna see a 103 level because it looks like a bear flag, right? That was a high. That's a low somewhere. Let me just use what's this? 30 trades parallel channel. Yeah. Hi Dominic thought. Yeah, I do trade funded accounts. Are you from Hungary, Dominic? I want to see the price to go lower than the 50% of this week. Why? Because we already have this failure swing, and I want to see this week and this week to be taken. So I want to see a down move now, like a quick move to take out this low. This is a low resistance liquidity here, and I want to take out this low as well here. Na, szia akkor Dominik. Aha, funded accountok. I just yeah, so I think the problem with this crude oil trade that based on news. I don't like to trade headlines. Let me see on the 1 minute time frame. Yeah, probably it's gonna retrace back to this 105 before it goes lower, but not my cup of tea, so no trade. Let me try to draw. So I want to see something like this. All right, yeah, AM trades and GXT, they are nice traders. Both of them actually a bit tweaked their model. That's actually based on fractal C2, C3. I don't like the idea to use that many SMTs to figure out, you know, like which one is the stronger asset. I usually trade M5 C3 continuation, so I'm waiting for the C3 and I'm looking for M5 C3 continuation. Sometimes I do trade C4 M5 continuation when I see a huge expansion like I had here today. I had this huge expansion. I wanted to wait for the new changing state of delivery from the 5 minutes time frame from this point of interest, but after the price took the London low, I was like, okay, I'm gonna put in break even because that's not really risky trade. It was a break even trade, that's fine. I'm fine with that. And now I would like to see higher prices to this level, but I'm not sure it is gonna or not higher. We will see. Here on gold, I would like to see this market make a sell model based on the 15 minutes entry model, and then H4. If you see, we had the H4 C2 and this is the H4 C3. So from 10 o'clock, I want to see a new changing state of delivery on the 50 minutes time frame and target lower prices. The only problem is that we have a bullish order block, bullish fair value gap here. That's why the setup is a B setup. So I would risk accordingly, and a quick scalp in and out. So probably I'm gonna wait for the C2 on the M15 time frame, and I'm gonna short inside the C3 M15 based on the 1 minute time frame entry. But right now I'm just waiting for the price to give us a entry. Seems like Nasdaq is slowing down on the 5 minutes time frame. Did we have any news? Nothing. No. Oh yeah, AM trade has this 7-hour profile which based on actually a fractal idea, but between sessions, which is okay. I like it too. I do use as well the 7 hours profile, because when, let's say, Asian session swept the previous ranges low and then London was continuation, ideally we want to see New York continuation as well to the session doll, but yeah, that's like a more complex topic. We have earnings today, Apple earnings and Tokyo CPI later during the Asian session, so interesting. I don't know, price is very slow, probably because of the launch is coming or something like that. Right now we had this news that Israel defense chief threats of new strikes. Minister Katz has said in a Thursday briefing it is possible that soon we will need ... Of course, they're trying to manipulate the market. Alright, it seems like this 5-minute swing formation is gonna appear on both indices from the fair value gap of the 5 minutes fair value gap and the previous consolidation zone, but no changing state of delivery, so no short for me. Now I'm a full-time trader, so I'm trading. So what I do my pre-market analysis. Crude oil, yeah, I have this range, and that's again could be a C2. So the problem with the C2 entry, you could enter here, right? You should put your stop loss around the body of these and you target 2R, not even close. You have to wait until 102. So what I would like to see, oh shit, what I would like to see is a C3 continuation. We had a C2 here now. This is a C2 ideally here. And this down move just only confirmed the C2 sweep which occurred at the open of the candle. So that could be a manipulation, and now the distribution is happening going lower. For me, I would like to see something like this, so I can enter short in the C3 and target these failure swings, but probably the crude oil is really sensitive, so I guess it's gonna have like a 2 5-minute candle is gonna take out this whole liquidity, so probably no entry to short on crude oil for me based on my strategy. Oh yeah, it's a pain in the ass, because most of the things what I really don't like, and I can't explain enough, that we have this toxic culture, like who is a trader lying and telling that they make $1 million, $20,000 in one trade and so on, and then I don't like that, because that's not true, and they living from this codes for the prop firms. So I think we got the news on crude oil. Let me check. I got a notification. No, nothing. Yeah, so that's why I don't really like, and I think it's difficult. One of the most difficult part is to be a profitable trader, and it's a lot of work, and like 90% of the influencers or traders are not full-time traders, and they're not even profitable traders. They lying, and then I'm so bored of that because I used to be part of the groups where they were like acting, you know, a professional traders. They living and they always using the language like it was easy, like as it, you know, supposed to be, and so on. And then I'm just like, no, dude, trading is not easy. That's the most difficult kind of job you can do because you're always fighting against your human nature. And stop lying, stop telling people that they can make $10,000 a day. They cannot. If they do, they gambled and they were lucky enough to have that. So no, not that. Let me see the chat. Yeah, I mean, there is no like, why would you enter? That would be a C4 continuation, but we had this rejection from the March 9 range high from the fair value gap, which is a bullish. So we actually, what if we short right now, we would against this bullish zone, and I would be happier to short from the bearish zone. And if I go on the 15 minutes time frame, we had this here, which we miss, but this is the same like on the M5. You could enter here and the stop loss would be so big, right? You can put your stop loss at the body, top of the bodies, like $1.25, and you go for 2R. That means the price should at least go a 1 or 2. So why not just waiting for a 15 minutes retrace into this fair value gap to make a C2 15 minutes candle. That's what I'm waiting for, and then the next C3 and 15 candle to be a short opportunity. Put my stop loss here and target 2R, and I would have a quick simple 2R trade. Now right now this is too big range for me to short, so that's why I'm not liking to, or don't like to take this, because that's a proper grammar. So let's go back to the 5 minutes. You see Tori Trades would be happy because she would short from here with 100 million contract like this, put her stop loss here, and tell us she made the $90 million. Let me see the chat, guys. Oh yeah, they don't show their losses, like really funny. I mean, like I have as well losses, but most of the time I have break evens because I have a break even structure, why and how I put my stop loss at break even. And then as well this week I had one win, which was a 2R trade, and I had one break even right now, which is a break even. I make some money because I had 6 accounts, but that's like a break even trade, so I don't really even count. Oh yeah, yeah, pushing. I don't have any affiliate, but because I guess they even don't want to give me affiliate because I'm not promoting any brand, any company. Yes, nothing. I have yes on the left side here on the 5-minute chart on the second monitor. There is nothing. It's consolidating. ES and Nasdaq is consolidating, so I would wait to do anything. And let me see the chart. You have hard things before start to trade. Exactly, it's much more like a mindset thing. I recommend you, Dominic, to watch my video. I make the animation that I think everybody should see, because that's how hard and how difficult to be a trader. So most of the times people would short here with 1 mini because it's so close, and they want to make 28 cents 1 mini, and they're gonna lose. Yeah, me too. I just tape reading right now because I see, okay, now maybe we're gonna have a 5-minute continuation here, guys, but I think I don't like Nasdaq, but SP 500 could have a good long opportunity from here if we have a closure, and we had a closure. So ideally we want to see higher prices, so you could enter long here, put your stop loss here, and you target 2R, which is gonna be properly here, yeah, somewhere. Let's say you out a bit early like this, 192, let's say 2, you would put your stop loss in the 1.5, it should be a quick move. I want to see SMT between the Nasdaq and SP 500. I want to see SP 500 to take out this 7210 area a bit higher like this, and I don't want to see price going lower than 71.91 because they should be protected inside this new 1 hour candle which is evolving right now. If the price wants to expand to this area, we want to see quick move right now. Only problem is the Nasdaq, which is a weaker one today, but we have the expansion as well. We had a weak closure, so let me see the chat. So it's not a C setup. I think it's a B setup. Why? Because the price retraced twice back to this area, and if you see, the price opened and went back to this 5 minutes changing 5 minutes fair value gap here. You see this, and then after that the price went higher. So ideally we want to see higher prices. We don't want to see price coming back this low. We had a new OB here, and that OB swapped the previous candle's low here. So ideally this should be protected inside this candle. Sorry, like this should be protected low here. Let me annotate. And I want to see a quick expansion, no trade back. I want to see a quick move because we have this failure swing here. Let me this is a low resistance liquidity here, and I want to see a quick move, and I want to see this one in the center, and this should be protected if the price wants to go higher. If not, that's not a valid expansion trade. Let me see what happened. Yeah, you see, probably I told you like the next 10 minutes is gonna go lower and we don't have any trade. So that's why, like, if you're looking for M15 continuation based, I don't want to see this on the 15 minutes, based on the H4 time frame, then you want to see, you see, I don't really like this huge wick on SP 500, so it's not really ideal. Probably that's gonna be a wick because it's in premium. So but on the 4-hour time frame we want to see retrace back. So if the price wanna take out this low, it's a 103, it didn't take out, so we wanna see this failure swing to lead the price to take out this external or internal base of the direction. So you see how many failure swings we have, and this was so close, so this is a fake up move. So I want to see these levels to be taken. So ideally from this level to this level, and this was the previous high high resistance liquidity run. You see, because there was a consolidation, there was a manipulation out. So what happened here? There was a consolidation, manipulation out, and expansion. This is the final consolidation I want to see. I want to see the price to use these levels to take out this level to take out this level, to take out this level. So I want to see something like this. I want to see a next bullish 15 minutes candle. I don't want to see coming back this level, but that can be because that's the OB here. So maybe we're gonna see continue retrace back. And if I have a C2 here on the M15, I'm gonna look for a 15 minute C3 to short into these failure swings, and then washing my hands and take the money from the table. You see the Nasdaq index is now like the best right now. Now you're not late, Nicole. I wouldn't take it. I mean, like I annotate, but because of this weak closure, that's why I didn't take. Let me put in here, I didn't take. I am not in the trade. Okay guys, I want to see closure, like strong closure, because most of the time when I see a weak closure on one of, let's say SP 500 has a weak closure, usually it follows Nasdaq. Okay, if the price wants to go higher, there is still one more hour candle, but probably gonna have a consolidation right now. Let me see, Jules. Yeah, CL gap almost filled on SPX. Yeah, exactly. The OTE 15 minutes fair value gap, which is the latest imbalance before the market make a sell model to expand the second distribution. Yeah. Yeah, nothing for me. You see this strong rejection, Nicole, on Nasdaq? You see the inverse fair value gap on the 1 hour time frame where the rejection appeared. You see from here to here, and you see this OT area. The price in the OT area, inverse fair value gap on the 1 hour time frame. And if I try to let me show you on the 1 hour time frame, more candles on the 1 hour time frame, couldn't close below these up close candles. So four time frame, we had this C2, the C3 would be great to short, but let me go on the 4 hour time frame to annotate. I don't want to see this here. On the 4 hour time frame, this is barcode, guys. Range high, range low. Look at this, one candle, straight rejection, up, down. This is not like a trending. This is trending. This is retrace and then consolidation. Why? Because took out this high. So not ideal. I mentioned this one in my Discord group as well, inside the pre-market analysis. We have a low resistance liquidity until 71.88 on SP 500, guys. Just for your information, there is no short opportunity. We had this C2 here that we have 7 more minutes, and we have this closest M5 changing fair value gap, so probably there's gonna be an engulfing candle until here. Maybe we're gonna have a week, I don't know. Yeah, I wouldn't long. Yeah, the midnight open is only important for me until end of the AM session, but the problem is the midnight open strategy, that the idea is a power of 3, that we have a accumulation, manipulation, distribution, and we want to see what, let's say that was a midnight here, so that's a midnight open, and price manipulate back higher than the midnight open, and if actually aligns with my daily anticipation, then I will short if the price reject the midnight open on the lower time frame. So something like this is a lower time frame, and then I will put my stop loss here and target this low and this lower prices on the different price action. Yeah. Let me see how many likes I have on my video, guys. All right, thank you, guys. I appreciate the likes. Oh, no trade. I mean, that can be a C2 here later. We have 20 more minutes. Why? Because we retrace back. If we have a C2, let me delete this. So we already see this is not protected because we had this here. So you could short if you trade C2 and target 2R, but this is not my cup of tea. If a price wants to go lower, then I would like to see something like this, the next C3, and I'm short from here, put my stop loss here, and quick 2R, nothing crazy. But this C2 is dangerous because we can have a sweep or consolidation into a higher time frame range. But even as I mentioned today on the daily time frame, you see we had this huge week, so I don't want to see huge expansion. I just want to see a quick 2R because this week doesn't support expansion for the day. So, and if you see at the beginning of my live, I was talking about that I want to see the price somewhere to close here. I wanted to see this to sweep. Exactly that's what happened. So right now I don't think so I'm gonna find another short opportunity, but that would be great. But because the price action is still bullish, we're actually ranging inside the bullish leg. So this is the range. If you see, let me delete this level, I don't need here. So this is a bullish range and the price is just consolidating inside this bullish range. So you could short the upper quadrant and long from the lower quadrant until it doesn't work. You see there is no fair value gap here, and we have here crude oil. You see, I want to see a retrace into this 50 minutes fair value gap, and this is my OB. Alright, by the way, Dominic, were you looking for shorts or longs today? What was your idea today? So yeah, I want to see price to retest this area. Let me see the influencers. Nothing. Everywhere, King Charles. Yeah, I mean, like, if the price retraces back to this area, I would hyper focus and looking for a C2. So ideally I want to see this candle, or maybe the next 15 minutes candle, to make this, and the next 15 minutes candle just make a C2, and I will short inside the C3 and 15 from this level to these lows. But that means at least I need 30 minutes, because based on 15 minutes. So now, right now I have nothing to do until 30 minutes. So and don't forget, we have this end of the month, right? So if you have any options or anything like rollover, maybe we're gonna have an end of the month rebalance as well. So yeah, I don't want to change the time frame right now. I like these memes. They make a lot of meme of the Fed power. That's funny. He's looking for a job. He went to the McDonald's to work, and a couple of things like that. They make this AI things. We had this low equal lows here. And don't forget, we had a 1 hour changing state of delivery as well. So in 16 minutes we can actually frame a M5 continuation C3 as well, guys, right? So maybe we can go on the M5 to find a short entry inside the C3 of the 1 hour candle, the next candle. Let me try to annotate here. So this was a C2, because the price could close below this in the next 14 minutes. I want to see a shallow retrace into this body and going lower to take out this low resistance liquidity and see aggressive move. So maybe I'm gonna have an entry on the M5, but right now I'm just gonna annotate. So this is where we can see. I'm gonna fix this when we have a closure. This is just for the upper quadrant. This is a H1 point of interest where I'm looking for short continuation inside the next 1 hour candle. I want to see open, high, low and close, and I want to see a sweep of this, and I'm done for the day. But as you can see, this 1 hour point of interest is aligned with this fair value gap as well. So I like this aggressive move without a wick, so we can have an open, high, low, close candle. Yeah, I like the Google actually. The alphabet stock is really nice. I don't like Tesla. Nvidia is around 200 now. Amazon is good. Google is awesome. I'm curious what MicroStrategy is gonna do today. I think we have a earnings soon. Alright guys, I'm gonna go grab a cup or a glass of water.
Alright guys, I'm back. Probably we're gonna have a C2 now. We have 7 more minutes. So let me see the 1 hour time frame, maybe a 5 minutes changing state of delivery. This is an M15 OB. I think it's consolidating. I'm not touching ES. I'm trying to focus on this now. This is the last 5 minutes. OB. 1 hour point of interest is here. There is a 5 minutes intact fair value gap and the M15. So ideally maybe we're gonna see something like this. Yeah, yes, on the 5 minutes time frame it looks like consolidation. Range high, range low. See, range high, range low. So the same here, range high, range low. So I think it's better to gold is just dead. Gold is just dead. Okay, I want to see the 50% of this reject. I want to see short opportunity on crude oil, guys. Come on. Would you take a long on ES, Nicole? It's just a 10 point, 11 points ish. Okay. If you take, maybe I'm gonna take 2. So, but not really sure because now I have to. I think crude oil is better. But I don't like this low resistance into this 5 minutes and 15 minutes fair value gap. Maybe we're gonna have something like this. Yeah. This is really a weak closure for me on Nasdaq. Maybe I'm gonna have the next 5 minutes OB. So if the price will give me this, because it's already like 12 o'clock, something like, then I'm gonna take from here, put my stop loss here and target 2R, and probably pre-daily high is my main target. I don't want to see the price to take out right now. I want to see an open, low, high, close. That there's a 5 minutes hopefully and the previous OB. But yeah, it's dangerous to long, guys. I had a break-even trade here, Dominic. Here. I'm not in the trade, and ideally I want to see the price. We're gonna have an ICISD, so maybe we're gonna have entry, something like this, stop loss, and but there is no like we're gonna have a C M15, but I need for that as well. So what happened in the 1 hour time frame? We had a C2, so I want to see a C3 going lower. in the 15 minutes we had this C2. This is the M15 C2. That means I want to see on the 1 minute time frame M15 C2. So ideally I want to looking for short from inside the next candle, inside this. That I need 2 minutes more, than I cannot really enter yet. Let me try to annotate. This is 45. And this is a, so there is no entry. I don't know how guys you enter the trade, whether it's the price left equal highs and just randomly enter. I have no clean based on my strategy. I mean, I could enter based on the order blocks and other things, but not my cup of tea. I like that confirmation here. I like that price took this fair value gap. I want to see the price to create another OB around here, because that was my range high. This is my range low. This is the 50% of the 15 minutes candle and 15 point of interest. So I want to see how the price is opening, and I want to see the price to make a new order block from here. Let me see, guys. You cancelled the limit order, Nicole? Oh, Dominic, so I think I answered. Yeah, I opened the short. Yeah, no entry for me as well, but I want to short the shit out of crude oil. Probably there's gonna be a really small tie stop loss. We will see. Yeah, Dominic, I backtested a lot, and I do pre-market analysis and weekly recaps of the price action based on the fractal. If you want to join, you can find the Discord link in the description, but I don't want to sell anything. It's really up to you. And you can learn to build a habit to able to, you know, backtest and test a lot, because it's like necessary. You see, Nicole, this is a garbage price action on SP5 only. That's just a seek and destroy. I mean, this is like a, you see, Nicole, this? That's your girl. You know who is there, right? Tori trades. So yeah, not my cup of tea. Gold is, I think, dead. I want to see perfect. I want to see a continuation from here on the 1 minute time frame. Let me see my chart here. MCM. I like the idea the price is retracing back to the M5 OB on crude oil. Yeah, I want to see a new OB here. Let me have this M15. This is a 1 hour point of interest. I want to see on the 1 minute as well, to be able to, and here as well. So the 15 minutes should be here. I think I had a wrong 15 minutes point of interest. Something like this, my bad. Yeah, that's accurate now. So I want to see the M15 from this area. There's a 1 hour OB. and the M15 fair value gap here. So I don't like this impulse move to the upside, so probably I won't have entry. Let's go crude oil. I wanna short Nasdaq actually. It looks like it wants to go lower, but I don't touch it. Let me see top step. Are they talking? They just talking. Talking, no entry, no entry, no entry, no entry. Just talking, answering to the chat, no entry, no entry, no entry, no entry. Most of the people, they don't have any entry at all. No entry. Yeah, no entry and no entry. Oh, come on, crude oil, give us an entry. I've been waiting for this shit so long. Bro, the price is gonna go higher because took out this low into this fair value gap. I like the idea that there is a 5-minute order block here. Explain why does it look like bullish, please, in Zacklist, because right now I can see I'm focusing on crude oil. Why do you think it looks bullish? What's your at the point where the anticipation is going to be disrespected? So I like this rejection from the 15 POI, 1 hour POI. This is like a 5-minute changing state of delivery. I'm gonna type in here M5 OB or CSID, and I'm going the 1-minute time frame now. If I have a closure below this level, that could be a protected high of the new 1 hour candle. So you had the C2, you have a C3. So right now you wanna see where is your point of interest, right? Your point of interest should be between the open and the 50% of the previous day range. Previous 1 hour range. Right? So to long SP500, you should have a closure above this level. In that case, it would be a protected low here, and you target 2R. Yeah, that can be actually a continuation to higher. But you have 3 more minutes, and that's a overnight high is here, and the all-time high is the next target probably, right? Yeah, 3 more minutes. Let me see. Alright, I think I'm gonna close gold. I'm gonna be done. I'm gonna try to focus on the things right now I can trade. let me put here SP500. Two more minutes to be able to long. But if you see, that was a, yeah. Let me see guys. That's a good question. So in Zactis, how long I've been trading, because we have known each other for a long time. And I think you remember like 5 years, something like that. MGC, I need a crude oil here on the left monitor. Yeah, crude oil still. So I was part of Lumi Traders private group back then, but that's not anymore the same, so I left. She has this free group, and I studied a lot. I studied yeah, 2021. It's like 4 or 5 years, yeah. And it's not bad this long actually, but I'm worried about this overnight high. Be careful guys, okay? So, and then my trading style was polished by the market maker sell model theory, a power of 3, classic ICT, but I noticed that you know, ICT has a lot of you know, I don't have to explain what. Venom, and I don't know what kind of fantasy names he actually gave to the order block and other things. So, and after Lumi trades and market picker sell model and buy model, I studied fractal model, and I think the fractal is the simplest approach that everybody should actually learn to trade. And okay, 17 more seconds on SP500. I think it's still like a range bound move, but guys, probably the 94 should be the protected low then. No closure, so not interested. Let me see crude oil. Yeah. Oh, sorry, I thought maybe you're asking how long have I been. Let me see the question again. Yeah, how long have you been trading? I thought maybe that means like you are asking like how long I've been trading. So I usually start the I mean, like I'm in Budapest right now, so I sit down in front of my laptop like 1:32 p.m. and make my pre-market analysis, and then no closure on NQ as well, guys. Okay, or maybe we have no, still weak closure, no closure. And then usually I trade AM session, so I don't like PM session. I don't want to wake up that early for the London session, so I focus on AM session. Yeah, I mean, Nico, you should chill, right? Chill, daddy. Why are you so rushed? Because you want to have an entry, and you want to have an entry, you're going to find the entry and you're going to enter in the trade that you shouldn't, because you want to just get through the emotional part of the trading, because right now there is no entry, or there will be entry, you don't know, and then now it's stressing you and you wanna just go through. Just make a time limit. Okay, I'm gonna watch the chart in the next 10 minutes, and whatever happens, I close the chart. So right now you have I mean, I can understand which is more comfortable for you, Dominic. Yeah, I can see, Nico. Chill. So maybe you're gonna have an entry right now, right, Daddy? I want to have an entry on fucking crude oil as well, but it's just ranging like no tomorrow. You see inside this fair value gap. I hate. Daddy chill, daddy chill. Yeah, I mean, if you're not profitable, then it's difficult to uh, just trade. But yeah, you can give yourself a time. How long have you been trading? Like, how many years been trading, Dominic? All right, I don't like this SP 500. Then can fuck off. Won't give us an entry because now it's skyrocketing. So if you enter here, then maybe you won't have a 2 hour target to overnight, and to target the all-time high is like I don't know, guys, because overnight high is a significant low, and if Nasdaq in a premium and SP 500 took out the high, there's gonna be SMT and there's gonna be a short lower. So damn, come on, give us an entry, fucker. Who's gonna press the buy on SP 500? Let's go. I'm gonna open like 3 minutes, okay? Let's go, let's go. I don't have even entry on crude oil, guys. Fuck. What is this? I have to wait 1 more minute. Nah. Yeah. Anchor looks better. Let's go, crude oil. No. Yeah, probably EA is gonna take. Now we have a proper closure. Yeah. And the 2R is a 510. I don't like crude oil, guys. You have to just sit down and just keep yourself, you know, and follow your rules. That's the most problem, that people cannot follow their rules. When you have an entry, enter. If you don't have an entry, don't enter. Like, that's simple. And because you have your trading edge, you should be able to make money if you do the same risk. Oh, Alan, good morning, good morning. Finally, you back, brother. Oh, gamma level, yeah, yeah. That's an all-time high, right? Let me see. No, so that's a retrace, yeah. Yeah, we want to see 715-ish. Sorry, not 750, 215. Let's go, Nasdaq. Fly, baby. Let me see my crude oil. Nothing. I think that's the lunch is coming, so I'm gonna wrap up soon the live. Oh, Top Step guys talking about volume indicator in trading view. Congratulations, guys. That's really accurate, right? Yeah, he wants to sell at 104 crude oil. Yeah. Yeah, we want to see. Come on, guys, give us an entry. Okay, who's taking any entry? No, what's the name? SP500 yet. And I would like to take SP500 better than Nasdaq, because Nasdaq is inside the 1 hour fair value gap. Maybe I'm gonna take after the next yeah, me too. I'm getting tired of this price action, so I wanted to have a short on crude oil, but now we had this new 1 hour 15 minutes candle, so the 15 minutes POI is not valid anymore. So I'm not looking for a trade on the 15 minutes, I'm looking for a trade on the 5 minute. And still there was a low. Yeah. Alright guys, I think I'm gonna wrap up soon. What's up, Nicole? Dude, this is so cruel. We want to have this 70 to 1150 so bad, and the price action is. Yeah, thank you, Jules. Yeah, that was an amazing read. Even if we have no real trade, I mean, I have a break even on Nasdaq, that's fine. But yeah, nothing else. If I have a new 5 minute changing state of delivery on SP500, probably I'm gonna long. I'm not in the trade of these entries. Let me delete. Yeah, me too. I wanna see the price coming back, either this and going higher, or just close above. Put my stop loss here because there is no imbalance between this area, so it doesn't make any sense to put my stop loss anymore here, because if the price close above this level, then it's gonna come lower than that level. So now I'm waiting as well. Yeah, exactly. And I would target this and maybe the 50% between this level, somewhere here, 218ish. And then why I didn't enter here, because here's a D premium, but this is so close that it should give a SMT between the two indices. Even that looks more like a juicy to target these here and the Asian high. More dangerous to take Nasdaq, because Nasdaq is still in just a premium and can go lower from this 1 hour fair value gap. So let me see crude oil. Oh no, I don't need this, I don't need this. Yeah. So Dominic, just backtest, practice a lot, do weekly recap, check the Nasdaq, check the S&P 500, check the crude oil, check the gold, check every day where you could have an entry and what's the differences. Have a A and a B setup environment and have your edge. And if you consistently risking the same amount of money, you're gonna be profitable if there's trading edges. You have a trading edge. If you don't have a trading edge, then you won't be a profitable trader. That easy and that simple. All right, I think I'm gonna go cook some food. I'm hungry. You see, guys, I don't like this down move. You will already draw down if you long Nasdaq. So it's like gold's gonna go and take out the 4024 level. Oh. Always. Definitely, but I don't like these 3 down close candles on SP 500 if I can be honest. But these 2. Do we have 2R from here? Yeah. 10 point. Yeah, that's not bad. 5 point stop loss. But it doesn't look like it's gonna give us. I'm gonna wait in the next 10 minutes and I'm gonna wrap up the live, guys. Probably crude oil is gonna take out the 105-ish, 149 on a 1 minute time frame. Left equal highs 104.89 on 5 minutes, and started to make a 5 minute changing state of the very to the upside, so probably it's gonna feel the imbalance. This one, and maybe this one too. So ideally that was a 5 minute, that was another one long. But not my cup of tea, guys. Oh. Believe me guys, if I leave the stream, the price is gonna skyrocket any direction. Happens many times. Have happened many times. I mean, this is like 100%. This fair value gap will be taken. 30 cents, but where you put your stop loss here. Let's go. 30 seconds. Give us an entry. SP 500. Come on. $18 seconds. Believe me, won't give us a closure, but the next candle is gonna skyrocket and take out the overnight high. Oh. You see? Yeah, of course. 5 more minutes, guys. I'm gonna wait for this 5 more minutes and done for the day. Yeah, exactly. But I don't like this, you know, slow price action right now. Come on, crude oil, give us something. Stop this ranging. Let me see if anybody has any trade. Okay, let's start with the top step guys. Understand their entry. Okay, they shorting crude oil already. Put the stop loss. Yeah, but I need confirmation. I wouldn't short, but good luck guys, that's okay. Let me see the other guys. My funded futures, they talking futures copper live, nothing. Day trading, nothing. Wolf trading, nothing. Patrick Wieland, nothing. The guy is just talking. A road to 100k, nothing. Someone is shorting what? I guess it's gold, yeah. Futures live trading has a thumb like this. No entry. And that's all. All right, come on, close above Nasdaq, SP500, fly. This is not bad because what we had on Nasdaq, now we had a consolidation and we close above the consolidation, retested. So if we have a closure above this level, then that could be a really tight long. 36 points. Dude, looks so small, but it's still like 30 points. No entry. Alright guys, I think I'm gonna wrap up the live. 8 more seconds and no entry. I don't wanna just sit here. No, nothing. Yeah, I mean you can stay if you want. I'm hungry, so I'm just gonna go. I'm done for the day. Have an amazing rest of your days, guys. And if you have any questions, just leave a comment in the comment section. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and like the video. That's gonna help a lot to grow the channel. And yeah, that was amazing. Even if we had no wins, we were reading the tape correctly, and that's what actually matters, to be able to read the price action. And exactly 10%. I have the break-even trade. I'm gonna upload my annotation for the break-even trade in my Discord. If you're not a member of the Discord channel, you can subscribe. You can find the link in the description. And done for the day, guys. Have an amazing rest of your day. Ciao.